Good afternoon, dear students.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. So, dear students, today at our lesson, we will continue talking about past tenses. So last time we talked about past simple tense. Today, besides past simple tense, we will talk about past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. So, dear students, before starting past simple, we will tell news, about the events which are going on in the world, in our country. Some kind of local news or world news they may be, some kind of sport news or cultural or even political news they may be. It's up to you. It's just for creating the language atmosphere and also for being aware of the events which are going on in the world. Who will start telling news, please?
Yeah, teacher.
Any volunteer? Zafia wants. Please.
New courts have been allocated for entrants who have not been able to enroll in 3 regions in Kazakhstan. It's about education.
Good, good. Thank you for your news. And the next one, who will be the next to tell news? Next news, please.
Teacher, can I to say the news about my life?
Okay, surely. Why not? You may start. Yes, Cameron. Yes. Yes, you may. Yes. Internet connection. Okay, is that you may continue? Maybe a little later he will continue telling his news. Cameron. Is that Cameron? Do you want to continue?
Yes.
Okay, you may start.
Can I to say the news about my life?
Surely. Yes.
Recently, my niece was born. I am an uncle.
Okay, good. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay, good. Thank you for your news. And next one. Who will continue? Is that?
Me, please.
Yes, you may.
It's that the study year begins in 16th of November.
Okay. But it isn't announced officially yet. Wait a little and we will announce, okay? Officially. Okay, is that, have you got any news or not?
Yes, I have.
Okay, you may start.
Now in Uzbekistan, students are allowed to study in offline. In offline mode, following the current quarantine rules. It depends on situation.
Okay, good. So, dear students, thank you for your news. Now we have just created the language atmosphere, and now we will continue talking about past tenses, yeah? So, can you remember the formation of past simple tense? Last time I explained you with the help of the PowerPoint presentation, and you also tried to make up your own examples, yeah? So what can you tell me? So let's consolidate a little bit, yeah? Past simple tense. In what ways past simple tense is formed? Who can give me any information about the formation of past simple tense and about the usage maybe? Then I will continue explaining you the continuation.
Teacher, may I?
Surely, please.
The past we use from past tenses about stories or past ancient events maybe, and we can also use from them when we did something in the past. So and adopt something like how to say when I think. There's a lot of information about that, but I can't translate in English. Just I have a bit difficult.
Very good. Anyway, you should try. Yeah, you should try. So that is why, in order to be able to talk about it now, so you should revise. You should have revised all those materials before the lesson, my dear students. So, and what about the adverbs of frequencies of past simple tense? Adverbs of frequencies. For example, last. Yeah, one of them is last. Last day, last year. Yeah, last. I went to see my grandparents last week, for example. This is my example. And what about yours? So try to give your examples. Try to make up your examples with the help of adverbs of frequencies of past simple tense, please, dear students. Let's consolidate. Yeah? So if we consolidate the learned material at our last lesson, then it will be easier for us to obtain a new material, continuation of that material. It would be easier for us. So that's why try to consolidate, try to take an active part in these, please, in consolidating the last material. Iroda, Tahirbek, get ready. Make up your example with the help of adverbs of frequencies. For example, one of the adverbs of frequency is last, yeah? Another one is ago, yeah? A year ago, a month ago, an hour ago. And another one is, for example, in 1999 or in 1998 or etc., yeah? So, is it so difficult for you?
May I make a sentence?
So, try to be more active, please, dear students. If you keep silent, your silence means that you are passive ones. If you keep silent. So that's why, please, try to show how rich is your knowledge in grammar of the English language, or how poor, yeah? Okay? If you keep silent, so the teacher or the other group mates of yours may think that your grammar knowledge is poor. So that's why, please, try to demonstrate. Surely. Turn by turn, please. Tahirbek, Iroda, get ready.
Such as yesterday we went to the school with our friends.
So we went to school with our friends yesterday. Yeah?
Yesterday.
In fact, the correct structure of the sentence should be like this. The first place stands subject, second predicate, yeah, then secondary parts of speech. As for the adverbs of frequency, usually it should stand at the end, yeah, in final position. But sometimes in a colloquial speech, it may stand in the first place too, like in your example. Okay?
Yes.
Umida, Kamila, get ready. Umida, your example,
Yes.
please. Camila, your example.
Arabic language last month, for example.
Repeat it once more, please. Repeat your example once more. I can see that you also have bad internet connection. Iroda, your example. I couldn't catch Camila.
Have example.
My brother got married 2 years ago.
Good. My brother got married 2 years ago. This is past simple. Okay. Another example. Camila. Saida Bono, get ready.
Another example. I went to the party yesterday.
Excellent. I went to the party yesterday. So you used here past simple tense, yeah? Went. So is it a regular or irregular verb?
Irregular verb.
So what can you tell us about the formation of the about the past simple tense formation of this irregular verb? In what way is it formed? Past simple tense of this irregular verb. So if you can remember, last time I explained you several ways of formation of the past simple tense of irregular verbs. Yeah, so one of them is by changing the root vowel, speak, spoke. And one is by changing the root absolutely. For example, go,
Yes.
went, go, went, be, was. another one is without any changes. Yeah? Without any changes. For example, put, cut, cost. Yeah, like this. But what about this one? I have just explained you that. Unfortunately, instead of you, I myself explained it. Yeah. So this one, present tense of this verb, irregular verb is go, and the past simple tense is formed by adding by changing the root absolutely, yeah, by changing the root absolutely. So it would be better, dear students, if you try to be more active, yeah. Or am I giving you difficult questions, dear students?
No.
No.
If the questions are not difficult, why are you so passive? I'm not so satisfied, yeah? I'm not so satisfied of your attendance. Not attendance, that's of your participation, yeah? Of your participation. So that's why, please, dear students, try to be more active. And please, another example. Another student, please.
May I, teacher?
Uh-huh. Always up here. Okay, please.
I got first place on playing chess in the competition last year.
Okay. I got, yeah. I took the first place, or I won the competition, yeah, in chess. I got, she said, or I took the first place. Yeah, usually the word take is used to take the first place. Yeah. Okay, it's also correct. Thank you for your example. And another one, please.
I have example.
Saida Bano, I just told you to prepare your example. Why are you keeping silent? What does your silence mean?
May I, teacher?
Rego.
It's up to you. It doesn't matter. Tahirbek, it's up to you to make up your example with the help of regular or irregular verb. You choice is after you. Up you. Okay. I cannot hear you. Repeat your example once more, please.
I spoke with my teacher and I
once
spoke
more?
with my spoke.
May I ask something?
Okay.
May I ask something from you? There is a speak with or speak to. Which option to?
To talk to speak to, or sometimes speak is also used with. It's also not a mistake, but usually to is used with talk. Always with is used. Yeah, you know. Sorry, talk is used with to talk to somebody. I talked to the director of the school yesterday, for example. Or speak, if we take speak, it is used with both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
Can I give an example, please?
Surely. Iroda?
1 year ago, I failed an entrance exam of my university.
But Iroda, usually instead of one, just indefinite article is enough for us. A year ago. Yeah? A year ago. Because the indefinite article an was originated from the word one. Yeah? So that is why it's enough for us. You don't have to use the word one here, and usually it would be better if you put the adverbs of frequency after the end. So at the end, yeah, at the end of.
Okay.
I failed at my entrance exams last year. Yeah. Okay, Saida Bono, your example. I'd like to listen to Saida Bono's example, please.
I bought this book. In the market.
I bought this book from the market.
From the market.
Okay, good. What about the adverbs of frequency? Adverb of frequency. Adverb.
Okay. Me, please.
Your Kunai.
When I was a child, I went in for sports a lot.
Good. When I was a child, I went in for sports. Yeah.
Another one, please.
Good. Yes.
A few years ago, I usually visited my parents a lot. A few years ago, I usually.
Let's
A few years ago,
change. Okay, it would be better if you change it if you use used to instead of a few years ago I usually did something, yeah. Instead of this one, it would be better to use used to. I used to, yeah. So
yes,
the regular action which happened in the past, yeah, the action which was regularly continued in the past. It would be better to express with used to. I used to what? Yorkunay.
I used to go.
For example,
It's not
I
hearable
used to
for
go
me.
in for
Can you repeat?
I used to go in for sports several years ago. Yeah, a few years ago, I used to go in for sports. Okay, thank you. And the next one. Güzel. Güzel, Otaboyeva.
I started going IELTS course the day before yesterday.
Okay, the day before yesterday. This is also of frequent of past simple tense, and also started. Is it regular or irregular verb?
Regular.
Irregular.
Regular.
I started. Is it regular or irregular?
Regular.
Regular, yes.
Regular verb. Yeah, regular, because you added the suffix ed to the stem of the main verb here. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you. And now let me share the PowerPoint presentation here. Another information about what past tenses, yeah. So for example, the first one here, past simple. We talked about past simple last time, yeah. Yes, students. As for the examples, Tom and I played a game of chess and he won. Yeah? Here, simultaneous, as these two actions are simultaneously happened, so both was used in past simple tense. Yeah, Tom and I played a game of chess and he won. These two actions happened simultaneously, so that's why each of them was expressed in past simple tense. And the next one, so this is a single completed action. Habits in the past. Yeah, habits in the past also expressed in the past simple tense. Did you collect stamps when you were young? Did you collect stamps when you were young? Or we may change it also with the help of used to. Yeah, did you used to collect stamps when you were a child, or when you were young? Yeah, when you were young, did you used to? Or did you collect stamps when you were young? Or another usage is permanent situations in the past. A famous footballer or football player lived in our house before we bought it. Before we bought it, yeah? Lived and bought. So both in past simple tense. Permanent situations in the past. General truth and facts about the past. Crosswords didn't become popular until 1930s. Yeah, crosswords didn't become popular until the 1930s. The main events in a story. The events in a story are usually expressed in the past simple tense, dear students. So now we will see together with you in the example. The referee blew the whistle, yeah. And Simon passed the ball to James, who ran towards the goal. Yeah, blew the whistle and passed and ran. So all of them were used in past simple tense. So we will continue. Okay. So we can also use did in past simple statements for emphasis. Yeah. Why didn't you win your match yesterday? I did win. Yeah. I did win. Who told you I didn't? Yeah. For example. So can you give your own example to this case, please, Zakia? To emphasize,
For instance,
in present simple, we use do to emphasize, yeah? Do.
Yes, I know.
Translate this sentence, for example, yeah? Do translate this sentence. Do buy this
For
dress
instance,
for you because it's very beautiful and it fits you much. For example, yeah? Do buy it. It is to emphasize.
yes,
In present simple, but in past simple tense also we can use it. Only we should use the past simple tense of do, does, yeah. Instead of do that, we should use here did. I did win. Who told you I didn't? For example, your example, please.
for instance, I did read this book. Who didn't read it? That is true.
Yes.
For instance, teacher, besides that I work, we can use also I do work. Is it true?
Yes. We lost. Okay, we lost what? 5-0, but at least we did get into the final. We did get into the final. It is also used to emphasize. Now we will talk about past continuous tense, dear students. First of all, let's talk about the formation of past continuous. Past continuous tense is formed with the help of the past simple tense of the auxiliary verb. To be, yeah, was, were, and then we should add the suffix ing to the stem of the main verb, or another term of this one is present participle, yeah, present participle. Okay, for example, I was preparing a salad when you phoned me. I was preparing a salad, yeah. Or I was translating the article from English into Russian. Or my child was doing his homework. Or my sister was sweeping the floor or cleaning the room. Yeah. So, dear students, your example with the past continuous, please.
May I?
Iroda.
I was watching television when my mom's come.
Good.
Mom came. Sorry.
So you may give just simple sentences for the beginning, yeah? Just simple this because not all of you are good at grammar. So that is why, in order to make it easier for everyone to learn, let's first make up simple sentences. Then,
okay. May I return?
Yeah. Okay, good. Camila?
I was cooking a meal at time yesterday.
Iroda, can you repeat the sentence? I couldn't catch it clear. That is why.
I was watching television at night.
Good. I was watching television at night. It would be better to show the exact time for this because it is called definite tenses. Yeah. Definite tenses. It is distinguished definite tenses and indefinite tenses. Yeah. If we take past simple, and the present simple and the future simple, they are included in indefinite tenses. Yeah, indefinite tenses. Why? Because the exact time is not shown in them. For example, if we take past simple, I went to the market yesterday. Exact time you went to the market, it's not mentioned here. So that is why it is included in indefinite tenses. But as for past continuous tense or present continuous tense or future continuous tense or perfect tenses, they are included in definite tenses. not indefinite, but definite tenses, as the exact time is usually mentioned in them. So that is why I was watching TV yesterday at 10 o'clock, at 11 o'clock at night, maybe. Yeah. Okay. If we take clauses, yeah. When my mother came, or when you phoned me, I was preparing salad, I was cooking, I was cleaning the room, and etc., etc., etc. Like this. We should show
may I ask
exact time.
I have a question. May I ask something? Why didn't we use about emphasis in the continuous tenses? Because we only use from them only simple tenses.
I couldn't catch your question completely because maybe because of bad internet connection. Maybe why? What? Repeat.
Why we cannot? Why we cannot use emphasis in continuous tenses? Just only we can use about them from them only simple tenses. Emphasis. I did.
You may use emphasis. You may use. But now
Continuous tenses.
In continuous tenses.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we use them in continuous tenses also?
Try to use. So give your example.
How? But I can't do that. How can we use in continuous tenses?
For example, so maybe you will give your own example, then we will analyze. Emphasis in continuous tense, yeah?
Yes, but I didn't. I know understand about that.
Okay, I can see that it's impossible here to use emphasis in continuous tense. If we use, it would be better to use auxiliary verb. So with the help of auxiliary, yeah. But usually emphasis is used with do does. But if we try, yeah, if we want to use it in the continuous tense, here we should address to auxiliary verb to be, to the appropriate form of the auxiliary verb to be.
Obviously.
Okay. Please continue giving your examples, please, with the help of the past continuous. Cameron, your example. Past continuous.
Past continuous.
Yes.
I was watching TV when I was my coming.
I was watching TV when my mother came. When my mother came. Okay.
When my mother came.
Saida Bono.
She was doing her lessons at 5.
Good. Excellent. So Saida Bono has just showed the exact time. Yeah. So that is why past continuous was included in definite tenses. And let's talk about what? Usage. Yeah. Actions happening at a particular moment in the past are usually expressed in past continuous tense. For example, at 5 o'clock, I was reading my new book. The next one is temporary situation in the past. Greg was living in London at the time. Greg was living in London at the time. Or annoying past habits, usually with always. When we were young, my brother was always borrowing my toys. Actions in progress over a period of time also expressed in past continuous tense. For example, Daniel was playing video games all morning yesterday. Actions in progress over a period of time. Two actions in progress at the same time. Were Ula and her friends playing